Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today I'm making a shabby chic floral wreath using 10-inch deco mesh and a double poof method. Let's get started. Today's wreath is going to be perfect for Mother's Day, for spring or summer. It's going to be floral. We're going to start off with this ribbon. This ribbon was gifted to me by my friend Karen, and let's take a look at the actual ribbon. This ribbon is so stunning and beautiful, and that is why I chose the colors that I chose. We are going to do a poof method using an ivory and this purple overlay. The deco mesh is from bbcrafts. Pipe cleaners, I'm going to be using gold because there's a lot of gold in the ribbon. These are from the Dollar Tree from Christmas. And then the ribbon I did buy at Hobby Lobby on sale, and it's going to go in with the pink really nicely, just like the lilac is going to look beautiful with the purple flowers. It's all going to work. My three main colors here are going to be ivory, purple, and the pink. And I'm going to finish off with something new to Dollar Tree, and it's called mesh ribbon. I have never seen this. My mom just happened to see it, and it was like tucked back. Someone was hiding it or something, because look at this. $1.25, and you get 108 inches. I think this is just stunning and an amazing price for this type of ribbon. If you ever find this type of ribbon at craft stores, they really go for a lot of money. So this was a great buy for $1.25, 108 inches or 9 feet. That is a really good deal. I'm going to be using a 14-inch metal wreath form from the Dollar Tree, and this one is in a beige color. I thought it would work really well with the colors that I'm using. I'm also going to be using 18 pipe cleaners. I'm using gold because of all the gold in the ribbon. I always say that this process used to really make me nervous. All these pipe cleaners, and you're looking at it and it's so overwhelming. And you know, if you haven't seen my videos before, we are so going to make this simple. You're just going to be surprised. So the Dollar Tree wreath form comes in 6 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rings on my wreath form I count as 1, 2, 3, 4. I count from the inside. I actually do everything from inside going out. You can do either outside in. It's just up to you. Each section is going to have 3 of these pipe cleaners. It's going to have 1 on the inside ring, which I'm just going to go all the way around. And it's going to have 2 on the outside ring. I like to put the pipe cleaners on the first row facing in, on the outer row facing out. You can also dab a little bit of hot glue where you're putting these, but I don't find that necessary because when you're making these loops, the loops are going to hold the spaces in place. They're all going to be 10 inches, and so they're going to be spread out fine. It's not going to affect them. So as I said, 18 of these pipe cleaners, 1 on each row on the inside, and 2 pipe cleaners on the 3rd row in each section. We're using the poof method, but we're going to go in a spiral just so it's easy for us to understand what's happening. If I start right here, I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to finish off the loop, and then we are going to jump to the next section, not in the same section, because 10 inches right here is going to be a huge poof. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to row 3 right here, skipping this one, and then we're just going to continue making 10-inch poofs going all the way around. As I said, I did get the deco mesh at bbcrafts, and this is 10 inches by 10 yards. It's going to be more than enough for this method. The first deco mesh is the ivory deco mesh, and it's just very even squares. It's kind of like the deco mesh from the Dollar Tree. The lilac deco mesh is a lot different than that one just because of the print, the way it's put together, but it's so pretty. So I'm going to put it over the ivory, and I'm going to bring both of these together, going about 1.5 inches to 2 inches here. I'm going to just put it on there, give it 2 twists, make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to bring in a zip tie, and I'm going to zip tie that tail in place because it's just good to know that that is not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to go off a little bit just so it's secured a little further, and it's going to flatten that tail out. On my mat, the 10 inches is this light pink color right here. And so that is what I'm going to use, starting from where I attach the pipe cleaner. I measure my poof nice and flat. I got my 10 inches, and my deco mesh is going this way, so it's unrolling this way, and I'm just going to follow that pattern, attach it to the next section, and just slowly unrolling my deco mesh in the back over here and making poofs. One of the best reasons to do this method is there is no fraying. Your fraying is all wrapped up right here in the zip tie, and you just keep on going. This wreath can last you for years and years. As I'm going along, I'm making sure that I'm poofing out that inside right there, and then just tying it in place. Just made my last loop, and I went right on top of where we started, right here in the back. As you can see, there's the zip tie, and I went right on top. I got my next 10 inches. I'm going to skip the same section, and I'm going to move on to the next section, to the first pipe cleaner there. And that's it. At this point, I'm just going to continue going all the way around, making 10-inch poofs. For the question of the day, I was just wondering, when making these wreaths, do you work from inside out or outside in? I just find it easier working from inside out, because at the end, it's easier when you're completing the project. So here's the look from the back. We started right here where the zip tie is. We went all the way around, finished here, then we jumped onto the next section, went all the way around, and this is where I am at right now. I am going to do one more loop and finish off right here where we started going all the way around. We're going to cut it off, and then to show you from the back, I'm going to go back to row 3, grab a zip tie, and zip tie the tail in place. Cut that off. Here is the ribbon that I'm going to use, and this is what it's going to look like. Isn't this beautiful? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my ribbon, including this one, into 10-inch strips. So I'm just going to measure off 10 inches. And since I don't have a board, which I probably should get one of those boards where you just wrap the ribbon around, I'm just going to go in a zigzag here. Now this gorgeous pink ribbon into 10 inches. I got my ribbon all cut up. Now I'm going to put this one to the side, and these two I'm going to make little dovetails. Now that our wreath is done, our ribbon is all cut up, let's make our bundles. I'm going to grab this gorgeous ribbon first, and I'm going to crisscross with this pink one, and then I'll take this mesh and I'm just going to put it across there, and I'm going to gather everything together and attach it to my wreath. When I'm done, I'm just going to send my pipe cleaners to the back and just give it 2 twists in the back, and then I'm going to make sure that it's nice and neat when I'm all done. And I'm just going to continue making bundles and attaching them to my wreath here. This wreath is making me smile so much right now. Look at that. And a lot of it is the elegance of this Dollar Tree ribbon combined with this vintage ribbon right here. And of course, you can use any ribbon you have on hand that has, you know, beautiful florals on there. And I'm telling you, this is amazing. So go to your Dollar Tree and try to get some of these if you can. I was going to put a little flower, either a pink one or a purple one, in the center, and it would kind of elevate this a little bit. But then I found, look at these roses that I have on hand from the Dollar Tree, and they're the short little ones. I do not have all 18, so what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to go on the inside, and on the outside I'm going to go every other. It's still going to add elegance, and I think it's going to be so pretty. Look at this, you guys. I'm going to warm my hot glue up, and I'll be right back. Before you hot glue anything to your little bundles, make sure that it's the way you want the bundle to be. That way when you hot glue it, it's set in place, and it's going to also set the bundle in place. When I'm doing the outside row, as you can see, I'm trying to go in a zigzag so it balances everything out. So here I have this one, I'm going to skip this one, and this one is going to go right in between. I think this wreath is so beautiful, and it's perfect for Mother's Day, for spring or summer.